Alright, so the right hand pattern is the same as Spanish Romance, where you're going to go the fingers on the first, second, and third strings, and then the thumb is on the bass. The pattern is going to go thumb and the ring finger, middle finger, index finger, ring, middle, index, ring, middle, index. That's the pattern. Then it'll repeat over and over again. Thumb on the first beat, middle, index, ring, middle, index, ring, middle, index, thumb. So the first step is to practice that motion and make sure you have that down, and then add the left hand. So it begins open second string, and then we'll do this pattern, and then pinky goes on the third fret, first string. Now, while keeping that down, you're going to put your first and second fingers down on the second and third strings. And you'll do that same thing. And then it goes to a D7 chord. So the first two measures go like this. Open, pinky, and then you put the 1 and 2 down. Third finger it goes, creates that D7 chord. And in that last measure of the first line, I do a 5-6 bar, so I cover 5 of the 6 strings. Pinky will be on the 5th fret, first string, and then third finger will be on that 4th fret. And then second finger goes down to the 3rd fret. So you've got this. So that first line slowly goes like this. Measure 5, you're going to go up 7th fret and then do that right hand pattern. And then it repeats. So this is all the same as the first line. And then open. Generally for the repeat, I'll switch it to Ponticello. So first time through I'll go something like this. And then the second time through, just for some variety. And then likewise I'll use rest stroke on certain notes. Usually the first beat of each measure I'll go rest and then free, rest stroke, rest, free, rest. Rest, free, rest, free, rest, free. Alright, measure 10. You're going to go open. Now use your third finger here, is we're going to slide that third finger up to the 7th fret. So it goes. And then you're all set for measure 11, where you just put a half bar down at the 5th fret, and then take off third finger, drop the 4th finger on the 8th fret. Alright, so then we go to D7, measure 12, pinky goes to that G 3rd fret, and then you're going to switch to this chord. And the way you can get there from here, you've got this, is your pinky and your first finger are going to be guide fingers. You'll just move them up to the 3rd position and then drop that 3rd finger on that 5th fret, 3rd string. So again, you have that D7 chord, pinky, and then 1st and 4th fingers are your guide fingers, and then you drop this finger right on the 3rd string. From here, the pinky stays and you put your first finger on the G on the bass string 3rd fret. And you want to try and hold that G for the whole measure. You go down 2nd finger to get this, and if you can, get that. Now if you can't make that stretch, can let go of the bass note. So that line very slowly sounds like this. And then measure 14, 15, 16, and 17 contains material that we have played before. Alright, measure 18 through the end basically just repeats the first section, except you play it with tremolo. Basic tremolo pattern that you'll use is thumb on the bass, and then you're going to go ring, middle, index. So I would get used to that pattern before trying to play it. But in general for tremolo, the best way to do it is to practice it very slowly and make sure the notes are even. And it's helpful to play it with the metronome. I'll post some tremolo videos in the exercise part of this website. Alright, so we're going to start measure 18. And then we'll go pinky down on that G. And then again, this is just the same thing that we did in the other section. Goes down to that D7 chord. And then measure 20. We're going to go to this 5-6 bar at 2 and add that third finger and pinky down. And then you bring down the second finger. And then we'll go up to the 7th fret. Measure 22. Put the pinky down. And then we'll put the 1 and 2 down again. And then you form that D7 chord. And then measure 24, we have that 5-6 bar. You go to the second finger. And then open. Measure 26. Put that third finger down. And then we're going to slide up. Then we'll do a half bar at 5. Pinky goes down. D7 chord. Pinky goes down. And this is that move where you have the 1 and 4. You're going to slide up, and then you add that third finger. And then the first finger goes to the 3rd fret on the 6th string for that bass note. Go down, bring that 2 down, and then pinky to the 7th fret. Open. Pinky goes down. 1 and 2 go down. D7 chord. And then you have this 5-6 bar at 2. Second finger. And then you have open with the second finger down. And the last thing is an E minor chord. Alright, the one really nice thing about the tremolo on the guitar is that you can really shape the sound, much like a violinist where they play a note with a bow. They're able to make that note get louder and softer. You can do a similar thing with tremolo. So if you play this, if you start off softly, you can build it up. Soft. Get louder. So it's something I experiment with this piece is adding the crescendos and decrescendos, adding those spots where you get louder and where you get softer.